Okay, guys. Slowly trying to pull my act together here. The air conditioning and talking constantly for the last couple of days has not been doing my throat any good, so just needed a match to kind of pull myself together. But now we are on the second round. Second stream. This is just the tail end of the first round of the bracket. We had 8 matches and seven tables available this morning, so Larry and Coon at the bottom of the bracket. With that being said, I want to give a good shout out to Larry and his wife Michelle. They put in a ton of work to help organize this tournament. They did a great job as per usual. Looks like Ben came out on top on his match. Uh, 7-2 over Joe Bordelot. So Ben is now waiting for the winner of Stan Taranjo and Mark Vinogradov. Oh, and it looks like they just finished. We'll find out what that score is here in a moment. A little wide on that bank from Larry there. Tough shot for Coon, lots of distance. Cutting the 8-ball. John 175, I believe that was, Darla. Great shot by Coon. Nice stroke. Fired that in. Hold it together here for the 9-10, sitting in the pocket. And that'll be good for the first rack for Coon. Samuel on YouTube asking if this is the final day. This is the final day. If you've been following along with us all weekend, it was just a matter of points on Saturday for the 9-ball on the 9-foots, points for 8-ball on the 7-foots, and your accumulated points per player saw whether you got into the final day. We just took top 16 out of 32 players into the final day. And your total points decided your seed in the bracket. So the score on Stan and Mark was 7-4 Stan over Mark. So it looks like it will be a Stan and Ben Francis match. It's the only bracket filled in the second round so far. John Pompey is waiting for the winner of Cass Burns and Kerry Campbell. The score currently on Kevin Osborne and Nick Kruger is 6-4 Aussie over Nick. Aussie at the table on the 5-ball. Seven, 5, Sean Yee over Jeff Wanless. So Sean Yee is waiting for the winner of Aussie and Nick Kruger. Denise Campbell asking who was the number 1 seed. That went to Cass Burns. Had a really good weekend. Played super solid. Kelly says, I hope you stream Ben and Stan, Western Canada's best facing off. Arguably, you are right. Between Alberta and BC, we have a handful of fantastic players, but I would tend to agree Stan and Ben, both fantastic ambassadors of the sport. And personally, just great guys. We'll see. I would also like to see that one streamed. Coon and Larry, pretty steady players. I don't think that this match is going to take overly long. Neither one of them are slow players, so I'll keep an eye on it and let you guys know. The 9 and the 10 to get Larry on the board here. I was just telling Ben that everybody wanted to see that match, Stan and Ben. And he said, I'm sure they do, but they may have to wait for the final when Stan comes around the B side, he says. We're racking 10 ball, 1 ball on the spot, 2, 3 in the back corners. No 10s on the break today. You make the 10 on the break, it gets spotted. Good snap by Larry. Might be dry, though. No ball on the break. Coon's got a good look at the one. Don't think it goes by the 10. Might have to try to slide this in the side. Looks like he went for the combination. I think Larry sees this one ball. Possibly rail first, 1-2 combo. Those combos are tough. Kevin Osborne on the 10 ball in this last match on the hill. He is going to defeat Nick Kruger 7-4. So it'll be Ozzy and Sean Yi. That'll be also a great match. Milton says he doesn't think that was a tight rack, and it's possible. Larry fought with that one ball on the spot quite a bit. Took a bit to rack that. Three foul rule is in effect, Arnold, asking on YouTube. This camera angle makes the table look huge. It does. I would have to agree. I'm kind of partial to the straight on view on the table, but unfortunately the room is just not set up where we can have our equipment safely set up where it's not in the way. The the feature table that we typically use for our 9-foot streams is not in the best condition. So we just opted to use this table here as the feature. Little punch on the 6 ball to avoid going into the 7. Coon's got a little bit of angle on this 7 ball, which he now needs because he's going to have to come all the way around for the 8 ball on the opposite side. Or he can lightly go forward and just take what you get. He opted to go all the way around, and he did make it, but missed the ball. Fairly textbook 3 ball out for Larry here. Larry's just got enough angle on this 8 just to pop off the rail, make sure he's not shooting off the rail, which is always good. Nicely lined up for the 10. Lloyd's inquiring about how Ryan's doing. Ryan is doing great as far as I know. We haven't been in touch too much over the last few months. Everybody's been trying to just kind of stay home and stay safe. I've got 2 little guys at home. Ryan, health-wise, last I talked to him, I think I talked to him maybe a week ago, says he's doing much better. His health is not perfect, but they have a good idea of how to cope with everything. The situation when he kind of goes downhill is not as dire, so that's always a plus. And throughout COVID, after nobody was able to travel or go anywhere, he was an avid camper to begin with, but through COVID, he just really picked it up, and I don't think he's been home more than 2 or 3 days in a row. Been living in the woods over the last few months. Comes back nicely for the 2. We'll see how he gets on this 3 here. He's pretty much dead straight on this 2. I would say probably the best option is to go forward here. Could have also drawn back, but then you're hitting a fairly small window between the rail and the 8 to see the 6, or to see the 3, sorry. Coon opts to just play a little bit of defense. Chip off the 3. Hide behind the 410. Tougher shot for Larry. It looks like he is bringing out the jumper. Larry's using one of Nick's Q Innovation custom jumpers. Which he absolutely loves. Comes out fortunate. Hiding behind the 5.9. Thank you to Jim Watt in Florida for tuning in. Watching the 720p clear as day on the big screen. I think Coon has picked up the wrong rack. Those rakes with the silver heads on them are not as good as these ones. And the black bats, especially on the long table, they tend to slide off. Good contact on the 3. Unfortunately for Coon, he's going to leave Larry almost straight in. 3 ball on the side. Good little stun shot for the 4 in the bottom right. To see what he's going to do with this 5 ball, though. The 5 ball is a little tricky to get on. If you can end up short side on the 5, it will go to the same corner as the 4. That was nicely done by Larry. I think optimally he wanted to take the 4 down to the corner, but because of the angle and flirting with that side pocket, he decided to cut it into the side. Came out ideal for the 5 ball in the corner. Uh-oh. That was not the plan. I did just put in the request to stream the Ben and Stan match. That's going to be a doozy. Although in this 16-man field, there are a lot of doozies here today. Some great players, great matches. I think we're going to be set for a great day all around as far as matches go. All these players super strong. Special thanks to Nick and Stan and Tim. Nick, Stan, and Tim for driving out from BC. Stan from Vancouver. Nick and Tim from Penticton. Drove a good 7-10 hours to be here with us this weekend. Also, Darla and Vern and Josh Morin from Edmonton made a 3-hour trek to come and play. Joe Bordelot from Cold Lake. That was a solid 6-7 hours to be here. So special thanks to those guys. Our friend Steve Kirikakis from Lethbridge drove an hour or 2 to be here too. Haven't seen him in a while. So special thanks to those guys that came from out of town to be with us. CSL is always happy to have out-of-towners. Obviously, Leather Pocket and Len, super appreciative to have you here in the room to support. You want to sit in for a bit? Perfect. It looks like our very own Ben Francis is going to give me a little bit of a break here. So I'm going to just switch off with him, and I'll be back with you guys in a bit.
right, what's going on, everyone? Good match going here. Kung Dao, Larry Walper. Two good friends of mine. Hope everyone's enjoying the matches so far today. We got lots of great pool to go today. Sounds like it's going to be myself and Stan Taranjo next match on this stream table here. I'll be second round of the A side. Larry and Coon are in the first round of the A side still. We had a lighting issue, as I'm sure Stephanie informed you of, on one of the tables, so they had to like rewire it, and one match got delayed. Arnold on the YouTube, not sure if anyone answered that. There is a 3-foul rule. This is the final day of the tournament. Make sure you guys let us know if the stream is lagging or if the sound is bad today. We had a few issues with that over the weekend. And make sure you guys are sharing that stream lots and lots today. Labor Day Monday, what better to do than watch some 9-foot 10-ball action? Looks like he's got enough to make the 2. He does. And the 4 appears to pass the 10. We do have another angle here. Not sure if that helps us much, but looks like it has room by there. Lloyd says it's perfect. That's what we like to hear. And thank you for sharing, David. As always. Arnold from Arizona on the YouTube. So we got some guys warming up for their next matches, and we have some second round matches have begun. Looks like Vern and Carey have started, and Jeff Wanless playing Nick Kruger. They've just begun. Coon's in a world of hurt here. Might try to find a place to get safe from the 7-ball. So if you can just make this 6. Because trying to get shape on the 7 here is just tough unless you're banking it. But cue ball is going to be going away from the 8. Thank you, Joel. He took a big swing at that. This is going to land near the corner pocket for Larry. With angle to possibly develop the 7. It's tough to just land on it from this angle, so. Might go into it, might go in behind it. And that's not going to be good. He's got the edge, though, so he might be able to flick this behind the 8. Cue ball. Is the siding going to take? It is not. It's tough. The siding wants to just die at that speed. Mind you, this is not a walk in the park. You got to put a good stroke on this. If the 8 doesn't go by the 10, you have to play some soft draw here. Pinch the pocket a little. put a good stroke on it to hold it, so I assume it doesn't pass the 10. Can just roll this in with middle ball, I think. Want a little angle on the 9 as well. Don't want to be straight in on that ball. Tasha watching from work, working on a holiday. At least you get to watch pool at work. Just going to try to get this to middle table and take the cut on the 10. I like what he did there. Don't need to do too much. It's echoing, Brenda. Is anybody else getting an echo? Try not to talk too much anyway, since it's going to be a long day again. Okay, Derek and Tasha say it's not echoing. So maybe Brenda, sometimes you just have to reset your device. Like close down the program and restart it. Of course, we got John Walper in the house watching his son Larry playing this match. Rack's very important in this game because the break is very tough in 10 ball on the 9 foot. So you'll see these guys taking their time, making sure they get it tight. Really, the balls you're trying to make are the 2 balls behind the 1. The second row of balls should go in the respective side pockets. Oh, he got a good snap on that. The 1 ball went in the side. And the 2 ball is pretty close to the corner there. Shape on the 3 is maybe only shaping a bank unless you want to go into the balls, which he did. I don't know if he got any reward there, other than catching the horn and not ending up down table. David, no, this is not a rated tournament. If you mean like handicapped it, there's no handicap in this tournament. It was an open tournament. So a good little safety from Coon there leaves Larry this tricky little kick shot around the 9. Made a good hit, but it hasn't done him any good. Open the balls. And this lays pretty nice. Just one good shot on this 3 ball, really. That's can be a little tricky when it's straight in like that. Kind of bridging with your hand near the 6. Looks like he's got around the 6 a bit. Good little shot there. I would have rather had the other angle, like towards the 9, and use the rail above the 9. Because now he needs to come with like a power draw to play the 5 in the side, which is what he's looking at here. We tried to go forward and rattled the ball. But I can't tell if Larry has the edge of this. He needs most of it too. Wow, that was a fantastic effort. He found the line pretty good there. Looks like we got John Pay Pompey and Cass Burns in action over there. And Johnny makes a good jump shot. He's got a thumper, so that helped. He knows how to use it. This 5's got to be tight because he was looking at it earlier and had to take a pretty close look. All he's left is a combo here for Larry. Yeah, that's a tricky little shot because you're trying to control both balls. It's no good to make the 7 if you don't have a shot on the 5, so I tried to cheat it a little just to send the 5 towards that top right a little more. Middle table cue ball here is good. He can swing this around to get back down where he's standing. Goes one rail nicely, just off the second rail a little. It's perfect. Charlene, we got done last night about 1:30. Alex, these guys will settle in a little. Try to keep it positive though. I know both these guys pretty well and they play good. And he kind of jabbed at that one a little, didn't go through it clean. Good chance for Larry to tie this up. Nice draw up the rail there. That's a good shot. He'll have a nice comfortable rail bridge here to shoot this 10. He's gonna bridge off the table. That's okay too. Oh, they're missing some uncharacteristic balls. This has been one of those weird racks. Right now, we have 8 tables in here. 9-foot diamonds playing on. Played a pretty good safe there as long as the cue ball stays up, which it's definitely going to. I kind of think Larry might just ship the right side of this really thin, try to create the same distance again. That's what he was trying to do, but he hit a little thick. That's a 4-2 lead, Coon Dow. I didn't see who put the first game on the board on the other table over there. It was over quick, so I'm going to assume John. But he could have ran to the 10 and rattled it. So I'm not 100% sure. We'll try to keep an eye on what's going on over there as well. Second round of the A side. Both those guys playing great. Cass came in as a top seed. Yeah, if you're Pacific time, it would have ended around 12:30 for you last night.
Whatever number it says there.
You tell him, Wayne Knight. I told him to. Oh, there he tried to spin around that ball. He's going to scratch, too. When it rains, it pours out there. We've all been in that spot. One mistake just leads to another. The only ball that he needs to play shape on here is the 8. So I wonder if he plays it in the same pocket he just played the 6 ball there. Sort of draw up this rail. I think that's probably his best option right now. I don't know if I like that. This is a really steep angle now. Yeah, I'm not favoring this shot. There is a fairly easy safety there if he wanted to just stick on the 9, but he's going to cut this. Cue ball's flying. He knew the 9 was accessible from pretty much everywhere, so just got to make one more good pot. And he does. What a great shot that was. Coon bring the heat this weekend. And rolls that in nicely too. Good little out there from Coon after misplaying shape on the 8 a bit. This table always racks a little bit tough for 10 ball. You might actually see me cut break, like trying to make the 1 in the side, because back gets sore trying to rack. Breaking from the rail here. He hit it pretty good, but those balls aren't going towards the side, which is what I find happens a lot when I'm practicing on this table. They just do not want to go towards the side the way they normally would. What a shot from Coon there. Unbelievable. Unbelievable shot. He cuts that ball in from there. Keep his jump cue out, possibly. This is a really long one, though. Jumping almost half table to get over the 6. It's like 4 feet. He's looking at the rail around it. Might even be able to just squeeze by it. He called the 2 in this bottom left side. But he just drilled it. And slightly gotten away with. Larry needs to find a good safe here. Contain the 2. Oh, he tried to go behind the 9. He was going for the devastating safety. Got another A-side match has just started. Kevin Osborne, Sean Yee, second round. This last 16 is pretty strong. Couple of heavy hitters missing, but last weekend of summer, really. Oh, and Larry's just not getting any luck at all because that was not deserved. Makes a good hit and goes straight in off. Joe Bordello and Mark Vino going at it. Right on the table beside this one to the left. And I think it's 3-0 or 3-1 Joe. I didn't see what. Oh, Coon scratched as well. Didn't see what happened there. Tried to play safe and just went one rail straight in. Great chance for Larry here to get back in this match. It's not too late. Just got to keep your opponent off the hill. Oh, he's got to watch where this is going. It's tracking dangerously near the corner pocket. He's okay. Into the 7 there. That's probably not going to work. Probably not going to work. He's reaching for the short cue. Derek, no, we're not playing 10 last. So combos, they count. Pretty sporty little shot there from Larry to keep himself in this. He needed that. Needs a good stroke here, though. Don't have to do much from the 8 to the 10, but you gotta make sure you pot this 7. Guys are jumping balls in all over the place. I've seen 4 jump shots in the last 4 minutes. And this could be the beginning of the end for Larry Walper here. At least the end of this match. It is still A-side. This is going to track a little far and leave him a bit more angle than he would like. But he's such a strong potter that I would favor him to still make this. He didn't, and Larry needs this to bounce big and get makeable. He just can't go down 6-2. He's called the bank. And he's made it. What a shot. What a shot. That is possibly a match-saving shot right there. Quite possibly match-saving. Oops. So it looks like we might actually see another jump shot on the table behind this one. See if we can get Johnny Pay Pompey's jump shot on here. He might be jumping a piece of the horn even. I did not get over the 8-ball. Another pretty good chance for Larry here to get a good safe. Should be fairly tight, as long as you take away that bottom rail, which he did. And he hasn't made contact, so great chance for Larry here to get this to 5-4, and there's going to be worlds of pressure on Coon all of a sudden. Because he's going to feel like he missed an opportunity to go up 6-2. Overran this a touch, but he's still okay. He can probably just go into the 9 full. He'll carry past it a touch like that. He's got the 4 down here, 5 over the side. This lays pretty nice. Plays the soft draw. Good shot there. Overran that a touch, but it's not too bad. Should be able to negotiate this. Good stroke there. That's not as easy as it looked. Trying to hold that ball, it's easy to decelerate. One more good shape shot here. Just get relatively straight on the 9 and then play a little top. Playing top spin to get closer to it with nice inside juice there. That's a good shot. He's starting to catch a little bit of a stroke here. Five, 4, certainly anybody's game. Just waiting for Johnny on the back table there. And finishes it. Wiped its feet a little on the way in. found the bottom of the pocket anyway. 5-4. This got tightened right up. Could have been 6-2 about 5 minutes ago. One thing Coon has always been really good at is being steady, you know, throughout the whole match. Whether it's first game or last game, whether he's made no mistakes or 10 mistakes. Still trying to figure out this rack. Tough to get the one ball frozen. Big break here for him, though. He needs to get himself on the hill now. Otherwise, I mean, Larry gets this to 5-5, and you definitely put Larry at the favorite all of a sudden. Little elevation on his break there gets that pop. He's not making a ball. Good spread, though. He got some good motion on that one. Flirted with the side pocket a little with the cue ball, which Larry was probably hoping for. I would have been, since I can't see the one now. I don't think there's a window between the 5-9 sort of thing for him to edge the one. So he's going to push and try to maybe leave that window. Or he's pushing to the combo or the horn hook. It's got to be pretty close to horn hooked. But should be able to see the right side of the ball. Just maybe not enough to play the combination. You don't see too many guys push to a horn hook. He did have enough for the combo, and he played it well. Played it really well. I think he can get into this withdraw, but he needs the rest. Just have to watch that top side pocket there. Could go forward, play the 3 in the long pocket. I don't mind that. Little top inside. He's brave. He played it the right way. You just got to be brave. And the angle on the 4 next is going to be key because his cue ball is going to be right on the rail. I don't know if it's worth cheating the pocket to get it off the rail, so just goes with the stop. He likes the angle from the stop. I like it too. Just a middle ball here. Should play the 5 in the side next. Just avoid a little rub on the 8. And don't go behind the 9 ball. He's gone behind the 9 ball. May require a little spin or just a small jump shot. I don't mind the spin here because you're spinning around the ball to throw the ball into the right side as well. So don't look like he had enough, but now this is a really tough shot. This is what we call into a blind pocket. Like staring at the bottom left and shooting the ball into the top left. Oh, he thinks it goes by the 8. I gotta figure that's really tight. Well, from this angle, looks like he has lots of room. This is definitely the better shot. Much easier to control the cue ball this way. Wow, what a great pot. You guys can see what I was saying. Coon Dao, he can pot the ball with the best of them. Is he playing forward on this? Yeah, I assumed he would play the draw like he did. One more good stroke here should do it. Nice little stun follow there. Very well played. Now he can just roll this in, I assume. He certainly can. Perfect angle here. Regains control. Up 6-4 now. It's going to be Larry's break. I believe Kung Dao just broke. Could be wrong. No, he's figured it out. Maybe. So make sure you guys are clicking that share button lots for us today. Gonna have lots of good matches. Myself and Stan Taranjo next. Next up on this table, when this match is done, we'll have a little 5-minute break. We'll get at her. Joe Bordelow's all business in this second match. Up 4-0, shooting the 10 ball here, up 4-1. Don't see Vino's coin at 2 yet. Meanwhile, Larry needs a good one here. Good chance for Coon to close this match out if he could cut that ball, but he missed it. Because these are pretty wide open. Larry's got to make it happen now. Can pot this 2 and send the cue ball into the 6. Should give him good position on the 3 ball next. Is Kung Filipino? Kung's Vietnamese, I think. Blaine actually bring up a good point too. Me and Coon were talking about that this morning because he said he went back and watched himself from his previous matches, like yesterday and the day before. He's like, my fundamentals are terrible. He said, I cue really far away from the ball. I said, a lot of good players do. Because potting the ball becomes less of a concern. And cue ball control becomes more of a concern, so with that longer cue action, you can sort of get more stuff on the ball. Well, this match is not over by any means. Still, both of these players, I'm sure, sweating this. Good shot from Larry there. He's close to the ball, not reaching too far. Perfect angle. Just draw back here. Just finish the stroke, which he did nicely. And this will get it to 6-5. Six, 5. Larry Walper still alive here. I think I'm going to hand you guys over back to Steph since I'm up at the end of this. So make sure you guys are clicking that share button lots for us. Enjoy the pool and the sweet sound of Stephanie's voice.
My husky, dry voice. It's chilly in here today. Chilly in here today. It was typical Calgary weather. About 30 degrees Celsius on Saturday. Yesterday it dropped down to 9 or 10. It's about the same today. Gray, gloomy, cold, windy, rainy. Back up to 25 tomorrow. So air conditioning's been kind of going all weekend, and my throat is paying the price. So Coon on the hill here. Big break. Does not look like he's going to get a ball. Brackets are live on Challenge, guys, so if you want to follow along with us, I just posted those. Some great pool being played today. We started this weekend with 32 players, capped it obviously due to social distancing and capacity regulations here. Brought back only the top 16 for the final day. So this is the top half of the field over the last couple of days. All fantastic players. The whole bracket of 32 was actually pretty good. Looks like Joe Bordelot just came out and defeated Mark Vinogradov. Not sure what that score was. Steve, I knew you were watching and listening. I was too quick for you. I'll find out the score for you, but Joe did come out on top. Michael on YouTube's asking who won 8-ball. 8-ball first place went to Cass Burns. Had a really good day yesterday. No, sorry, it wasn't. It was Cass actually came around the B side. It was Jonathan who had the hot seat. And by the time I left last night, Cass was up slightly, just like 5-4 or something like that when I left. But Jonathan pulled through. Clinch first place, Jonathan Dela Cruz. Super strong game over the weekend. So it was Stan Taranjo that won the 9-ball on Saturday. Jonathan Dela Cruz 8-ball yesterday. If you guys are just tuning in today, this was our triple threat tournament. Capped the field at 32. We played 9-ball on the 9-foots on Saturday, 8-ball on the 7-foots yesterday. And placement in the bracket, according to your finish, the players accumulated points. And the total of your points decided your seed in today's final day. 10-ball on the 9-foots. And we only brought back the top 16 players. Everybody that makes it into today is going to make cash. 50% of the field, not a bad deal. Unfortunately, it doesn't pay a whole lot to finish at the bottom, but it's just a little something back. A thank you for coming out and spending your weekend with us. Possibly half of your entry or something like that back. Looks like Larry's hit a bit of a gear here. Trailing behind for most of this match, as far as I saw. Now we're going hill-hill, which is a great match. Ken watching from Florida, thank you for joining us. Ronnie's asking who's up next. I believe, due to popular demand, it's going to be Ben Francis and Stan Taranjo. So make sure you guys are following CSL. Turn on your notifications. After this match here, we'll do a quick shutdown, restart. Let the players settle in, hit a couple balls, and we should be back momentarily when they're ready to go. Good break by Larry there. Makes the 1-ball. I believe he has the window on this too. Little off angle on this 3 to stick around for the 4. That's the 4-ball just below the 9 there as we're looking at it. Yeah, a couple of factors for this tournament here was it was nice to play all 3 disciplines over the weekend. 9-ball on the 9-foot, 8-ball on the 7-foot, back to the 9s for the 10-ball final day. So one more element of pressure for the players is changing gears from day to day. Going from the 9-foot to the 7-foot, I feel, is easier than going from a 7-foot to a 9-foot. So a little bit of adjustment for the players. Larry misses the 4-ball there, but fortunately, I believe Coon is hooked full ball by the 5. So I think he's going to have to play rail first here. Come up with something. Robert tuning in from Hawaii. Thanks for tuning in. Rail first, narrowly misses the 4-ball. Just hit the 4-ball a little bit thick. Nice little check from Larry to stay on the same side for the 5. Nice angle to get to the other side for the 6. Looks to be a little bit straight on the 6, but I think Larry can use that bottom rail, come 2 rails for the 7. Would have liked to have had a little bit more angle here. Nice shot by Larry. He actually goes rail first. Nice stroke on the 7. Come back to the opposite side of the table for the 8. I like just rolling up slightly on this 9 for the 10 ball in the opposite corner. This is for the match, hill. Great match by Larry, his wife holding her breath on the sidelines here. Great comeback. Coon had the lead that entire match as far as I saw. So like I said, guys, we're just going to do a quick shutdown. We'll let the next set of players come in, hit a couple balls, get warmed up, get settled, and we will restart the stream with a new match. I do believe it will be Ben Francis and Stan Tarango. You guys do not want to miss that one. That is going to be some great pool in the making. So don't go far, guys. We'll be right back in a few minutes.